We're given another problem here with a book on a wall. This should look very familiar. It comes from a homework problem. So we'll read through it. We've got a 4-pound book, a pushing force angled 13 pounds, and here's a key. Book starts to move, impending motion, which means that the friction force is going to be mu sub s times n. We want to find the coefficient of static friction. Okay. So when it just starts to move, we don't have the instant before it starts to move, we don't have an acceleration yet. We just have a free body diagram. Acceleration of 0, so no kinetic diagram. Let's draw the free body diagram. Okay, so we'll have our, let's go to a different color here. Alright, so we'll have 50 pounds, and that's measured, 13 pounds, measured 50 degrees off a horizontal. Okay, we're going to have a weight of 4 pounds. We're going to have a normal force. And we're going to have a friction force that resists motion. It's going to be parallel to the wall. We're not positive what direction it is, but sort of looking at this 13 pounds versus the 4 pounds of weight, we can guess at least that the friction force is going to be downward, because the the vertical component of 13 pounds is probably going to be more than 4 pounds. So this is going to be our friction force. Okay, let's define our directions, x and y. We can sum forces in both directions and they will be equal to 0. So in the x direction, we're going to have 13 cosine 50 minus n equals 0. So we can solve for n right here. Okay, 13 cosine 50, and that comes out to be 8.356 pounds. We know we're at impending motion. Okay, so we can write our friction force is mu sub s times n, which I wrote above, and so that will come into play in our y equation. So we'll have our y equation is going to be 13 sine 50 up minus 4 pounds down minus our friction force, mu sub s we don't know, and 8.356. And all that's going to be equal to 0. So we had 3 forces in the vertical direction, the 13-pound component, the 4-pound weight, and the friction force. So I can solve here for mu sub s. So let's do that. 13 sine 50 minus 4 divided by 8.356. Mu sub s comes out to be 0.713. Remember, the coefficient of frictions are unitless. So that's it.